Good morning friends, welcome again to my channel. Today in our kitchen we are going to make spicy Sago Idli, and this is going to have like a less fermentation time, and it is going to be absolutely the same like any of your idlis, and it's going to be very delicious. And Sago definitely is tapioca. I'm going to use the organic Tapioca Pearls, and let's see how to get started. It's very quick, simple, easy and doable. Let's get started with our ingredients. Okay, let's get back to the ingredients. Over here I have soaked three different things. The first thing is the rice, and this is just white rice. You can also use boiled rice or sona masuri, it doesn't really matter. And it's been soaking for 8 hours. The next one is the sabudana, which is the tapioca pearls. They have always been, they're also been soaked for 8 hours. I soak everything together. And the next one is 8 hours, and now it looks like extra soft. And these are the ingredients right now. Okay, what I have done is I have grind the rice first. I was thinking of doing it together, the rice and the urad dal, but looks like it's not going to work out that way. So let's do the typical Indian idli style. So I have grind it, but it is not like a completely smooth grind. It's a coarse grind. Let me show you. I'm going to transfer into this pan here. Consistency over here. Anyways, we are going to mix the grind urad dal and of course the sabudana, so don't worry about that because we are going to adjust to the texture. But right now let's think about the consistency. The consistency that we need is, it's not too soft or too rough. So when you go like this in your hand, you should actually feel the texture. You should feel that coarse texture. But other than that, everything is fine. Now I am getting ready to go grind my urad dal. Okay, my urad dal is ready. So what I have done over here is I have grind it very smooth, so it looks like a buttery texture. So the reason why it has to be a buttery texture is that's how your idli will be very soft. I haven't added any water in this one because it is going to balance our rice grind over here. So I'm going to go ahead and pour this thing into it, and let's see how we can grind the rest of the ingredient, which is the tapioca. I'll be back. Alright, I have transferred the urad grind into this, and as you can see it is very thick over here compared to our rice grind, and I'm just going to give it a quick mix. And then I have my blender for the tapioca. Over here I have the blender for the tapioca, and so finally when we mix it with our rice and urad dal, this will be a great addition, and then it will not be too soggy for our idlis. As you can see, it still has the water content in here, even though we did not add any water. That is a property of tapioca, so that's why we didn't add any water. The soak is just fine. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and add it to our mix, and then we have to use the salt to ferment it for another 5 to 6 hours. You can also ferment it for 8 hours if you like that sour taste. Okay, I'm mixing it very well. I'm not going to add any water to this. See, as you can see, this is extremely thick. So the concept here is add a little water for your rice grind. Do not add any water for your urad dal. If you need it, maybe a tablespoon is just enough. But for the tapioca, no water at all. So if you look at this mix, it's kind of very thick, like our idli batter. That's how it's supposed to be. Of course, once it starts fermenting and we are ready to make our idlis, we will make a change in that as well. What I have done is I have taken a tablespoon of salt and I have poured it over here, and I'm just going to go ahead and mix it vigorously so that way it is completely combined. So the salt will help to ferment the idli, and we are going to keep it aside for 8 hours, and I'll be back. I'm going to use a lid to close it. If you don't want this to ferment too fast or too sour, do not keep it next to your kitchen stove or any hot place. Just keep it on your countertop. Okay, let's wait for 5 to 8 hours and I'll be back. I'm just going to ferment it only for 5 hours because I don't like too much of fermentation. It gives us a tummy ache. So we are just going to ferment this one for 5 hours and I'll be back. Okay, our Sago Idli batter is ready. As you can see, it has some bubbles. It has some bubble formation here, but although it is not completely fermented, and we like it this way, it is healthier that way for us. But if you don't like it less fermented and you want a heavy fermentation, please keep it overnight, and it will be done in the morning. And either way, we can make our idlis ready for now. And over here I have my glass bowl. I'm just going to go ahead and transfer this into my glass bowl, which is easy to work with. And over here I have a whole black pepper and cumin seeds for our spicy needs, and I have my hand grind here. So I'm going to show how it is done. I have poured in the whole black pepper and cumin seeds, and I'm just going to hand grind it. It gives a beautiful aroma, and if you don't have time or patience to do that, you can definitely use your coffee grinder as well. As you can see, it is coarse grind here. It has a beautiful aroma because it is hand pounded. So I'm just going to go ahead and mix it in. Okay, here we go. It is mixed over here. And it already has salt, so we don't need to add salt because we added salt to do the fermenting process, remember? What I have done here is I have greased 3 of these plates with olive oil, and I have the idli maker over here, and I have poured in 250 ml of water, as you can see, and my stove is on medium heat, and I'm just going to go ahead and pour these, and let's get started. I have poured it into one plate. Now I'm going to do the next. I'm going to show you the consistency of this batter over here. So it is not too thick or too thin. So that's how the idli batter should be. For dosa batter, we get it a little more thinner. But since we did not add any water, this is perfect. My stove is on medium heat right now, and it is just steaming a little bit. So I'm just going to wipe off these edges, get it all clean, and place it over here. And I have one more to go over here. You can use any oil for greasing, but I like olive oil, and it doesn't have like a bitter taste like avocado oil, so that is fine. But you can also add sunflower oil or any type of oil of your choice. Okay, just smudging the edges here. Perfect. I'm just going to put it in, and I'm just going to go ahead and place it into my idli cooker. Alright, I just closed it with the lid. Once we get the steam, it is 10 minutes from that point, and that's how we do it, and I will show you how. Alright, it's been 10 minutes after the steam, and I'm just going to turn it off. Okay, I'm just going to see if it is completely cooked. I'm just going to use this spoon. You can also use a knife, and place it in the middle, and voila, it's completely clean. You can also use a toothpick. Usually I do the toothpick test, but today I'm using the spoon just to have some options. Okay, I'm just going to take it out and let it cool down before we remove everything from the plate. Okay, the next step is I have removed it from the idli cooker, but I'm just going to remove the stand, and I'm going to run it through the cold water so it comes off clean. There are 2 things you need to do for it to have a smooth texture, and for it to come off clean is we have to use the olive oil or any kind of oil to grease it and then run it through cold water. I'm just going to do it, and then I have the plate over here, and we can place it nicely, and I will show you how it's done. Okay, it is done with the cold water rinse, but now I'm going to leave it alone for 3 minutes before I remove it from the plate. Okay, it's been 3 minutes, time to remove it from the surface. So I'm just going to go ahead, and I placed one like that. Oh, wonderful. See, without any residue here and no sticks. Beautiful. Very nice. I'm just going to do the rest of them. Okay, here is my onion carrot chutney that we are going to dip in with our idlis. So here, these are the 2 recipes that we made in our channel today, but this is going to be a separate recipe, and definitely let us know how you like it, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Here you go, our spicy Sago idlis are ready. Usually they don't even need a dipping, but I went ahead and made our onion carrot chutney. Do you want to know how to make it? Definitely look in my videos for onion carrot chutney. And I also have many side dishes that can go with idli, other chutneys as well. Do look into the playlist. Hope you like this video. Alright, now that we got our spicy Sago idlis ready, I am just getting ready to mix it with my homemade chutney powder or the idli madagapdi powder. You can also mix it with mint chutney, many chutney varieties in my channel. Just go ahead and check it out under the playlist that says side dishes, as you can see, and they are delicious. How do I know it? I have made it many times in my kitchen and my guests also love it. I hope you like this video. If you do, please like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell button for future notifications, and I'm coming back with more videos.